Hi, welcome back to Pages and Projects. I'm Liz. Today is going to be the start of my 12 Days of Bookmas videos. So I'll be posting every even day from now until December 24th. Today I'm trying something a little different that I've seen other people do and have good luck with. And I am going to read the first sentence from 12 books to pick a book that I am going to read for the month of December. I haven't looked at any of these opening lines ahead of time, and I am selecting from paperback books. Some of these have been on my shelf for a really long time, and I don't even remember anything about them. So I will read the first line, give you my quick reaction, and I'll rank them. At the end, I'll pick which book I'm going to read from this stack for the month of December. So let's get into it. So the first book is Twice Shy. I am up in the clouds now, drumming my fingernails on a countertop. So kind of an interesting first line. Doesn't really say too much. Not really sure that grabbed me a lot. So we will start our ranking pile. The next book is How to Kill Your Family. And this one starts with a prologue. Limehouse Prison is, as you might imagine, horrible. So based off of other books that I've enjoyed, that one is catching me more than Twice Shy. So put that one above there. Next, I have Tales from the Hinterland. I got this at a book swap that I attended. This one actually looks like it is a collection of different stories, so I'll still read the first sentence of the first story that I find, which is The Door That Wasn't There. There was once a rich merchant who lived at the edge of the woods in a tiny town in the hinterland. So I'm really intrigued by this. Again, I don't really know anything about this book, but it sounds kind of like fairy tales from the cover in that first line. So I am interested to try that one, and that is going to become my new rank one. Next up, I have the Crescent Moon Tea Room. This sounds like a cozy, witchy book from the title. When the taste of cinnamon touched the tip of Anne's tongue, she knew that someone had spoken her name. All right, so definitely gives off cozy, witchy vibes. I think based off of what I'm thinking for this month and what I'm interested in reading right now, I'm going to put this one in spot 3. Next up, I have The Peculiar Garden of Harriet Hunt. This is interesting. It looks like a fantasy, but the little blurb on the front about shocking and delighting readers makes me wonder if it's more of a thriller or mystery. So this one starts with a news article. And so the first sentence is, Mr. Christian Comstock, the son of Mr. George Comstock, has been missing for over 2 months. Okay. I think I might put this second place right now. The fairy tale kind of feeling of that first book is still winning out for me right now. Next up, I have They Never Learn. So definitely sounds more thriller, mystery, horror kind of vibe. And this one says, I know it's working when he starts to scream. Okay, that one is a really intriguing first line. I don't know. See, this is getting tough because it really depends on what I feel like reading. If I really wanted to go mystery, thriller, horror kind of book right now, this one is intriguing me the most out of the ones I've looked at. But I still almost feel like the fairy tale opening sentence sounded a little bit more interesting right now. So I'll put that one in second place. Next up is In the Clearing. This one starts out with a journal with bulleted list, or a numbered list, I should say. So I guess I'll read that as my first sentence. Here are 2 things I learned today. 1, my brothers and sisters were all saved from the world outside. 2, I have a meanness in me, something black and rotten that swells like a lymph node. That's how I imagine it, as a growth you could cut out. Let's see. I think I would put this between The Peculiar Garden of Harriet Hunt and How to Kill Your Family. Next up, I have The Girls I've Been. In this one, the first sentence is, it was supposed to be 20 minutes. Oh, that is interesting. I'm trying to catch you really quick. Oh. No, I think I'll put this one in third. So after They Never Learn. These are some pretty difficult selections so far. And I can't believe that they have been sitting on my shelves for a really long time and I haven't been picking them up. Going to have to get through some more of my paperbacks that have been in my collection for a while. The next book is The Benevolent Society of Ill-Mannered Ladies. This one starts with, we were to meet him at midnight in the dark walk. Oh, that sounds interesting. And I kind of think this might be my new first pick. I'm really intrigued by that one. Next, I have Vera Wong's Unsolicited Advice for Murderers. This one, the first sentence is, Vera Wong Zuzu, age 60, is a pig, but she really should have been born a rooster. It sounds kind of interesting. Guessing, Chinese zodiac and what those different things mean for each year. I'm not quite sure. I think I would put it down near the bottom, under the Crescent Moon tea room. Although I have heard good things about this book. Just from an opening line, not really jumping out at me. Next, we have Cinderella Goes to the Morgue. This book starts with an introduction, so I'll skip over that because it is from someone else. I'm trying to get to the Then there's a list of who is in a Grand Christmas pantomime. So getting to book 1, chapter 1. The first sentence is, "It was one of those surprising, fine late afternoons in December that often follow many sad days of wind and rain and fog in Newchester." That one is kind of interesting. I think I would put this 5th right now. And again, I'm trying not to read the blurbs on the back to have those partially sway me. So, sounds detective, but there was that playbill in the beginning, so I'm wondering if it's something that happened with theater cast or theater performance. So that is interesting, but based off of the first sentence only, I think right there feels about right. And finally, I have fan service, which this one and They Never Learn, I think, might be my newer ones that I've purchased, although I'm not sure how new the books are in general. And this one starts with, "Alex Lawson was infamous several times over." So I'm kind of curious about why he was infamous, but I'm not really sure that first sentence really draws me in either. I think I would put this about middle of the stack, so after The Peculiar Garden of Harriet Hunt. And so here you have it. This is my ranking of 12 books after reading the first line. And it looks like for the month of December, I will be reading The Benevolent Society of Ill-Mannered Ladies before the end of the month. Let's see if my instincts reading the first sentence help me pick a new favorite, something really great to end out the year on, or if it's going to lead me to something I might regret. Hopefully not a DNF, but at least a good read would be really nice. Either way, we're doing this together. I guess check back for my December reading wrap up to see what I thought about this book. And again, I hope you join me for the 12 Days of Bookmas. Most of my video content for this series is going to be craft related, so a lot of different projects that you could do as part of holiday gifts. I'll have at least 2 book related videos, or more heavily book related videos, this being one of them and my last one. And I'll have at least one of my normal uploads, but my upload schedule is going to be different from my normal once a week on Wednesday upload just during this. But I will still put out my end of month reading wrap up for the month of November. And that will be outside of my 12 Days of Bookmas. Other than that, I will see you back at the end of the month with my wrap up and what I thought of this book.